Welcome back. This is a different, a different approach than I took before, and a different view. I can actually see myself this time around. I Life got pretty hectic, and I felt the need to step away for a while. And it's always been in the back of my mind to get back into it and continue what I did start. I'm not sure what the direction was heading at the time or really what I wanted to do with it. I just felt the need to do it. And with how life was going at the time, I didn't feel like I could continue to do it while also keeping myself mentally healthy. Now, at this point where I'm at now, I do feel like I can start everything up again. I'm in a completely new place and I actually have my own sort of setup in my room. So I'm hoping to kick it off here and be able to have guests over and properly do episodes this time without having to go through too much trouble and taking unnecessary extra steps to try and get a solid episode done. As far as right now, I do have 3 episodes planned, I believe, and they're all three going to have the same guest. I'm doing this as a little bit of a preliminary, if I'm using that word correctly, to update you guys on why it's been so long and also where I want things to go from here on out. And of course, I'm not the best person in the world at really anything. And I think that's something that caught on my mind for a long time is, well, I didn't want to accidentally share something wrong and push someone else in the wrong direction. And actually, one of my mentors told me recently that, quote, because you're worried about that, you don't have to worry about that, essentially. So, trying to take that to heart. But I'm actually going to pick up where I left off and go into more detail on confrontation, just because I know it's something that I touched on before and people seem to like it. I now have a better understanding and a better viewpoint, in my opinion, now, and I have better short stories to tell. Sorry. And I think those stories will help build a bridge to where maybe there's a connection there and maybe it'll help other people make or have a better understanding of confrontation in general. And 3 topics that I have written down are the 3 types of confrontation in my mind. There could be more, there could be different perspectives for sure. But in my opinion, these are the 3 that stick out to me. And just to briefly outline, I have you me confrontation, me you confrontation, and me confrontation. And just to touch on those, you me is essentially when someone else is coming at you. So me in quotes is you essentially in the situation. So someone else is coming at you, say they're angry or upset at something and they're confronting you. Maybe not in the best way, maybe in a good way. We're looking at it more of a negative standpoint. So someone's coming at you in some sort of angry sense. The other one, me, you, is essentially you're upset and you're confronting the other person, whether it's bad or whether it's in a positive light or in a negative light. And in this sort of a sense, it's more about how you're approaching the situation and being able to look back on those situations and deciding, hey, did I really do the best job I could? Or did the point get across and did we resolve the issue that we had? Or was it some sort of just angry back and forth and we were both degrading each other the entire time and we really didn't get anywhere at the end of the day? And you sit back and look on it, it's like, man, it was really just me throwing out insults, and then they were doing the same thing, and we just honestly we didn't break any ground. And I see that a lot, honestly, and I've had a lot of situations fairly recently where it seems that way. And it's a big struggle for me to witness it because I really hate it when it seems like we can't get anywhere with someone in a conversation. And it's a big passion of mine that I want to be able to see people communicate better and be able to talk to each other better. And that's kind of my goal now, with myself, of course, first, and then also moving into other people and being able to help other people do that same thing as well. And then the last one is something that I've struggled with for a very, very long time, and that's me. And essentially, that's where you feel the need or you feel like you should speak up and you choose not to. And the reason why this one is a big one, in my opinion, is because I believe all of us have value to add, and a lot of us don't think we do. And I'm definitely one of those people. So, being able to touch on that one is something that really has been on my mind. And I want to share my perspective on it because I think that if you can get past that barrier where you choose not to speak and you think it's better off if you don't speak, if we can push past that barrier and make it to where maybe there is something that we can add and some sort of value that we can add to the conversation, or even if someone's coming at you and you feel like that wasn't the best thing to do. And by no means is it always going to end in a positive uh, outcome. And I say that from experience because I have spoken up and in response been degraded and laughed at, and that's okay. It's a it's a living process, and if people choose not to acknowledge it, it's really not your fault, and it's really on them because you did say your piece and you're able to be at peace because of it. And I really think that's an important topic to go over, and it will probably be the third episode. So I think we're going to do it in sequence and have it first sorry, you, me, you, then me. And I'm hoping to get those out pretty soon and be able to put those episodes up for you guys. Um, I definitely think it's going to be a learning experience, especially for me, and a new change of environment too for you guys who were watching the videos instead of just listening on the podcast. Other than that, I think that pretty much covers everything. It's been several months, and I'm honestly really excited and a little bit emotional about getting started again because this has been a journey that really means a lot to me personally, and being able to get back to it has filled a lot of spaces in my mind and my heart that have been kind of empty for a while. So, with that being said, it's pretty late with when I'm recording this right now, so I'm gonna get some sleep. I just ate and I gotta take care of the dogs. So, yeah, you guys have a good night.